Good morning. Good morning. This is Charles Coachman, and we are reading our way through the Bible. Digging into the book of Proverbs and going deep into the book of Luke. Hope everyone is having a great day or had a great weekend. Looking forward to today. Let's see. Do some shout outs real quickly. Pop those up. And we have happy birthday shout outs to Crystal Souza. Crystal runs our front desk and all sorts of assorted duties at Keller Williams, Silicon Valley, and Campbell. So Crystal, happy birthday to you. Wishing you a wonderful, wonderful birthday. And Nikki Reichel, she had been one of the people that worked out of Chicago Title and Escrow here in San Jose, but she has moved up towards the Sacramento area. And I am just certain that she is doing a wonderful job there. So Nikki, wishing you just a wonderful birthday. And if it is your birthday out there, wishing you just a wonderful birthday. Enjoy it, especially Crystal and Nikki. Enjoy your days. Enjoy it. And let's see, today is Monday, March 1st. Got my little Charlie Brown reminder so I can stay on top of things. But Monday, March 1st, and it is a beautiful 49 degrees here in San Jose. We have had just a wonderful, wonderful weekend as far as the weather goes. We were, I believe, in the low 70s on Saturday, and then we were right there again yesterday. Just gorgeous skies. Hopefully that's not the end of our rainy season for us, but you know what? Spring is always nice. Spring is beautiful, but let's get a little more rain before we get going here. Let's check messages real quickly. Pull these down. Let's see what we got. Kevin Fitzgerald, good morning. Good morning. I will check my email. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, Kevin. And thank you for being here. Good morning, Gloria. Good morning. Glad that you are here. Hey, good morning, Scott. Scott, thank you for coming in. Franknell, good morning. Good evening, Franknell. Good evening down in the Philippines. Kathy Sherritz Carvajal, good morning. Look at that sweet face. Some beautiful grandchildren there that you and Arnie have. Beautiful. Happy Monday. Happy Monday it is. And good evening. All right. So I am going to start with the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 through 33. Then we're going to go into Luke 22, 39 to 53. And then Ephesians 6, 10 through 18, putting on the whole armor of God. So we are going to be finishing up with Luke in the next few days, and then we will head right into John. And then we'll measure John out so that we are in the proper place at the end of the month. And if I'm not there, then I will skip ahead so that we are basically following along with Easter and the happenings up to the Easter week. So, again, I just wish that everyone has had a wonderful weekend. Glad that you all are here. extremely happy that you are all here. All right. I'm going to grab a real quick drink. Beginning over with the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 1, the usefulness of Proverbs. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know instruction, to discern the sayings of understanding, to receive instruction in wise behavior, righteousness, justice, and equity, to give prudence to the naive, to the youth, knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase in learning, and a man of understanding will acquire wise counsel. To understand a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and their riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. The enticement of sinners. Hear, my son, your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Indeed, they are a graceful wreath to your head and ornaments about your neck. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. If they say, come with us, let us lie in wait for blood. Let us ambush the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them alive like Sheol, and even whole as those who go down to the pit. We will find all kinds of precious wealth. We will fill our houses with spoil. Throw in your lot with us. We shall have one purse. My son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your feet from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they hasten to shed blood. Indeed, it is useless to spread the baited net in the sight of any bird, but they lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush their own lives. So are the ways of everyone who gains by violence. It takes away the life of its possessors. Wisdom shouts into the streets. She lifts her voice in the square. At the head of the noisy streets, she cries out. At the entrance of the gates in the city, she utters her sayings. How long, O naive ones, will you love being simple-minded? And scoffers delight themselves in scoffing, and fools hate knowledge. Turn to my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit on you. I will make my words known to you. Because I called you and you refused, I stretched out my hand and no one paid attention. And you neglected all my counsel and did not want my reproof. I will also laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your dread comes. When your dread comes like a storm and your calamity comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, then they will call on me, but I will not answer. They will seek me diligently, but they will not find me, because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They would not accept my counsel. They spurned all my reproof. So they shall eat of the fruit of their own way and be satiated with their own devices. For the waywardness of naive will kill them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But he who listens to me shall live securely and will be at ease from the dread of evil. So much to take from this first proverb, but I always take a look in just the beginning of this. To know wisdom and instruction, to discern the sayings of the understanding, to receive instruction in wise behavior, righteousness, justice, and equity, to give prudence to the naive, to the youth knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and increase in learning. A man of understanding will acquire wise counsel. To understand a proverb and a figure, the words of the wise and the riddles. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Hear, my son, your father's instructions, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Indeed, they are graceful wreath to your head and ornaments about your neck. Those words should be a delight to everyone's ears. To everyone's ears as they begin their lives. If they want to live a good life, if they want to live a life where they're going to be full of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, if they want to live a life where they are good, just good people, doing what the Lord wants them to do. Okay, I'm going to turn to Luke 22, reading at 39. And he came out and proceeded, as was his custom, to the Mount of Olives, and the disciples also followed him. When he arrived at the place, he said to them, "Pray that you may not enter into temptation." And he withdrew from them about a stone's throw. He knelt down and began to pray, saying, "Father, if you are willing, remove this cup from me. Yet not my will, but yours be done." Now an angel from heaven appeared to him, strengthening him. And being in agony, he was praying very fervently, and his sweat became like drops of blood falling down upon the ground. When he rose from prayer, he came to the disciples and found them sleeping from sorrow, and said to them, "Why are you sleeping? Get up and pray that you may not enter into temptation." Jesus betrayed by Judas. While he was still speaking, a crowd came, and the one called Judas, one of the 12, was preceding them, and he approached Jesus to kiss him. But Jesus said to him, "Judas, are you betraying the Son of Man with a kiss?" When those who were around him saw what was going to happen, they said, "Lord, shall we strike with the sword?" And one of them struck the slave of the high priestess and cut off his right ear. But Jesus answered and said, "Stop, no more of this." And he touched his ear and healed him. Then Jesus said to the chief priests and officers of the temple and elders who had come against him, "Have you come out with swords and clubs as you would against a robber? While I was with you daily in the temple, you did not lay hands on me, but this hour and the power of darkness are yours." Some of the most difficult passages. Jesus did what? Kept his daily routine just as he has been doing at night, not changing anything up. He went out to pray. And he asked his Father to remove this cup from him. But let it be your will. He had two of his guys with him, two of the 12 with him, one of them being Peter. Judas comes up to give him a kiss, to show them, to verify that this is the one. And Jesus lets him know. Well, I was with you daily in the temple. You did not lay hands on me, but this hour and the power of darkness are yours. The high priestess had been listening and learning. They did not like the feeling that they were losing their power of those who listened to him in the temple. So they were looking for anything to shut Jesus down. And Jesus knows it and knows his fate. And he lets him know, while we were in the temple, you did not lay a hand on me. But now here you are to do evil. And he did not say that all the people from the temple were there. Just the high priestess, soldiers, and those that served them. These next few days of readings are some of the most difficult of all the Bible. We're going to get through them. We'll get through them. Now I'm going to turn to Ephesians and how we take care of ourselves during the day. The armor of God, Ephesians 6:10-18. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. Put on the full armor of God so that you will be able to stand firm against the schemes of the devil. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against rulers, against the powers, against the world forces of this darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the full armor of God so that you will be able to resist in the evil day, and having done everything, to stand firm. Stand firm, therefore, having girded your loins with truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. In addition to all, taking up the shield of faith, with which you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. With all prayer and petition, pray at all times in the Spirit, and with this in view, be on the alert with all perseverance and petition for all the saints. Just saying, be prepared. Be prepared. Have the word of God. Know that this is just not an argument with your neighbor. These are evil spirits, the forces of evil coming after us. And we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared by covering ourselves, just like a Roman soldier would be, from head to toe, making sure that we can cover ourselves and defend ourselves in these spiritual battles. And there's spiritual battles going on every day. For those of us that live in the Bay Area, there's all sorts of craziness going on each day. We live in the world. There's craziness going on every day, and we have to be ready for it. I just want to thank everyone for being here today. We will continue our walk through the Bible, reading Proverbs and digging into the book of Luke tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this out. Just have a wonderful day. Let's take one last look up here. Mark Rodriguez, good morning, man. I hope you are feeling really good. I know that your throat was on fire last week, so I hope that you are much, much better. You are a good man. Brocknell, Have a great evening. We'll probably see you in a half an hour or so. Thank you for being here. And have a great day. Scott, you too. And hey, you know what? One of the things I didn't mention, and I need to mention it, is the guys that we've been praying for: Weldon Whitehurst, Curtis Brown, Rex Smith, and Danny Magliano. We just found out last night that Weldon needs desperately to get a liver. His liver is failing, and he is a very, very sick man. So Weldon, just know that our thoughts and our prayers are with you. Curtis, also my friend. Rex, I see that I've got a message from you right now. And Danny, praying for all of you, upholding you daily in prayer, and love each one of you. So if you can, be thinking of these gentlemen today, and for all of our friends that are hurting, for anyone out there that needs our help and needs our prayer, be with them. Have a wonderful day. Have a day. Go out and help somebody. Enjoy it. Happy Monday. God bless.